We are here today with 3 lectors from Our Lady of Sorrows Church, and first of all I thank them for being lectors and thank in a special way for participating in this chat. Now let me start with Larry. Would you please speak about you?
Sure. My name is Larry Bolanowski. I've been a parishioner here at Our Lady of Sorrows for about 4 years. And prior to that, I was at our sister parish, St. Joseph's in Chester, for about 2 years, where Father married my wife and I 6 years ago. Back in 1955, let me go all the way back there, I was among a handful of boys that the priest picked to learn the Latin responses and become altar servers, okay? So that probably I've been in the sanctuary assisting in some form or other for 65, almost 70 years now. I started lecturing when, okay, so I was an altar boy through grade school and high school. And then when I moved out on my own in 1975 and I joined a parish in Stamford, Connecticut, in Lower Fairfield County, I was then asked to be a lector and a cantor. So I've been doing the lecturing probably for about 45 years. And so somebody says, well, why do you do that? And I still remember the good sisters who taught us back in grade school. And they says, you know, there are certain graces that are coming through the people who are at church from the Mass. He says, of course, the priest gets the highest grace because he's the celebrant. And then I forget who it was, whether it was the altar boys or the choir, that they get the next grade of grace coming in. So that if you want a reason for it, I think we all need God's graces, that we're here doing a mission for the church. So again, I've been here as a lector probably for a couple of years now. And it's a way of not just attending Mass, but participating in the Mass. So you're an integral part of that, and I believe that that's probably my primary reason for doing it. As much as I was an altar server back in my early days, this is something that I can do to help the parish in some way. And of course, we could use more people. Those who are watching this film right now, please, anybody has any questions, come see me. I'll tell you how good it is. And it's very rewarding to be there and actually be part of the Mass rather than just sitting reading the Missalette. So.
Thank you, Larry. Ben?
Oh, thank you, Father. Let's see. My wife Laura and I moved to Essex in 1986. And shortly thereafter is when we began attending Our Lady of Sorrows Church. I'm also a Eucharistic minister, or an extraordinary minister, I should say, and so is Laura. And we were approached by Father Paul probably 15 plus years ago, and I used the word voluntold. And he came up to us and said, you'd like to be a lector and a Eucharistic minister? And of course, we said, of course, Father. And you also like to do the schedule as well. And we said, with a little more hesitation, sure, Father. so we've been doing this for about, since that time. And we reside in Ivoryton. And for myself, I'm recently retired. But I do serve the community on the Essex Board of Finance. I've been doing that for 6 years. And hopefully we'll keep on doing it after this year's elections. Prior to that, I also served on the Board of Selectmen and the Board of Education. So I've been involved with the community since the mid-1990s. Being new to retirement, it's not quite as, you have the rhythm of work in your life. And so having worked in some ways since age 16, you find that it's quite the transition in terms of how you pursue things and also how you view things. And this would be an example of how your view has changed, where before it was just contributing to the parish, but now it's an opportunity to maybe encourage people to participate as a lector, as an extraordinary minister, and to try and, working through Father and Deacon Bill, to motivate others to volunteer. And if you're coming to the church, why not take the extra step and volunteer to help? There are many hands make light loads, and so lecturing is no different. Certainly having the opportunity to have more people on the schedule is actually, you create another community. It's I'll use the word discouraging to see the distribution list in the email decline over the past few years, and I think we'd like to reverse that. And certainly you can reach out to anyone that's either on this video or anyone in the parish if you'd like to volunteer. But I think for myself, to reiterate some of Larry's points, is that you do get a different view of Mass when you are lecturing, and I think it's one that you have to experience it in order to really feel the difference, so to speak. So, again, I would encourage people to, reach out to any of us that is on this video or in the parish, and certainly would welcome your participation. Thank you, Father.
For retiring people, the parish always gives opportunity, to spend your time, for the parish in various ministries. So don't think that the parish cannot give you more opportunities. We always provide. Now, Mary, please.
My name is Mary O'Neill. My family and I moved to Essex in 1999 and became parishioners that year. My two children served as altar servers, and they used to always tell me it was the best seat in the house. My daughter ended up being recruited to be a lector, and then when she went off to college, I decided that I could fill in for her. So I've been doing this since 2008. The nice thing about it is, as I said, other than having the best seat in the house, you really feel a part of the Mass. I get the readings. You can get the readings through your email every day, which I read, which helps to put things in context when you're reading on Sunday. You can also listen to a video recording of it, so if you're having an issue with some pronunciation, especially in the Old Testament of names, you can listen to that and practice it a few times before you go through that. But it's just been very rewarding. I hope that other people will take the opportunity to become a lector and have that same reward.